Good evening, Miss Council and my fellow classmates. In the modern day, the most popular movie franchise is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In this slideshow, I will be going over the history and evolution of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, from its beginning in 2008 with Iron Man, and with its modern day with movies like Shang-Chi and Avengers Endgame. Iron Man was released to theaters May 2nd, 2008. It was directed by Jon Favreau and casted Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And the success of this movie was instrumental to the success of the MCU, because without Iron Man's success, there would be no movies like Doctor Strange, Captain America the Winter Soldier, TV shows like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision, or any others like that. And this movie can be best summed up by Kevin Feige saying, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man kicked off Marvel's Cinematic Universe with 24 movies featuring Civil Wars and Infinity Stones and many incarnations of our superheroes. Phase 1 and 2 of the MCU. Phase 1 of the MCU continues with Iron Man, contains Iron Man, the Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, and the first Avengers movie. During this phase of the MCU, the main heroes are introduced being Iron Man, played by Tony Stark, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Thor, the Hulk, Bruce Banner, Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, and Hawkeye, Clint Barton. They are developed in their own movies, and then in the Avengers, they are brought together and developed as a team for future movies. When looking at the MCU as a whole, the success of the Avengers and its preceding movies is one of the most important because it showed that Marvel can handle all the heroes introduced in their individual movies and all in one movie. Phase 2 of the MCU comprises Iron Man 3, Thor, The Dark World, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. This section of the MCU deals with the aftermath of Avengers defending New York from Loki's invasion, along with how the world's reaction on whether or not they want the Avengers around. Aside from the main character, the main threat in the main Avengers we also have small-scale threats that heroes like Ant-Man face. This phase also introduces the overarching threat of the Infinity Stone, after the Power Stone was introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy and the Reality Stone in Thor: The Dark World. Phase 3 of the MCU and 4. Phase 3 of the MCU produced the movies Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Avengers: Endgame, ending with Spider-Man: Far From Home. This phase of the MCU is the conclusion to the Infinity Saga. The MCU will continue to make movies through it and through the end of the lead characters Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, along with overarching stories revolving Thanos and the Infinity Stones. While this arc of the MCU may have been the end for some characters such as Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow, and other characters such as Spider-Man, Thor, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier are just starting with their own movies. Just getting started. And phase 4 of the MCU is the current phase of the MCU so far. So with movies that have been shown in theaters are Black Widow and Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is best described by Entertainment by saying Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings finally hit theaters, accompanied by intriguing hints of the title character and the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But thanks to CBR, we know that the future movies are not yet released. The Eternals, Hawkeye, Ms. Marvel, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Moon Knight, and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness are just around the corner for the future of the MCU. Even though only 2 of the planned movies of Phase 4 have been released, we can see that these movies are going to build new adventures for these characters, even along with the movies producing new characters working to help each other with new prospects. In conclusion, I thank you for watching me talk about my favorite fictional universe and how it has affected others from its beginning to end. And with that, I thank you for watching.